What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jesse D123 back with another video, and in today's video we're back with another tier ranking video. In today's video we're going to be tier ranking all of the MLB The Show cover arts from all the way from MLB 06 to MLB The Show 22. Drop a like if you guys are excited, man, and without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. So as you guys can see on your guys' screen, man, there's a lot of covers here. Like I said, all the way from 06 to 22. There's a couple covers I haven't seen in here. I had to Google search them up and make sure who those players are, because they're kind of confusing, especially the Canadian ones, because I think those are the ones I had the most trouble with, because I'm not too familiar with those. Obviously those are in Canada only, basically, so I had to search those up. So we're gonna start with MLB The Show 16. Not gonna lie, it looks really good. A lot of blue. It goes well, it goes well together, basically what I'm trying to say. I think I'm gonna throw this in the B tier. The only reason why I say that is because that Josh Donaldson with the blue MLB The Show, I think that looks really cool. Nowadays in the newer covers, they have the MLB The Show that's like in white lettering, but in that year it was in blue to complement the Josh Donaldson, the blue jersey. It looks really good with the red too. I think that looks really good. I think that deserves a B tier. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 18 with Aaron Judge. Honestly, I'm gonna throw it in the C tier because I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. It's kind of dark. Don't really like that. I think I like covers that are like kind of bright and show me everything, you know. So that one's a kind of dark. Obviously we know it's Aaron Judge, but it's okay. It's all right. Now we're moving on to, what is that? MLB The Show, MLB 12. MLB The Show 12. It's so hard to just say the older names when you're so used to the newer ones. So we have Adrian Gonzalez, another one that kind of, I think, just complements everything. We got Adrian Gonzalez with the white jersey with the red with it. Then we have the baseball stitching right there in red. It looks really good. I remember this cover. I don't think I purchased this game. I'm gonna have to give it in the B, throw it in the B tier as well, because I think overall it looks really good. All the colors on that cover complement each other. Now we're gonna go to, oh my goodness, bro, is that MLB The Show 10? It says with Joe Mauer. I think it is. Okay. This cover art is kind of blue, and then we got Joe Mauer in the gray. That kind of doesn't really complement each other. I'm just looking at it. I remember this one. That blue kind of, it stands out, but the Joe Mauer kind of doesn't stand out. I'm super excited that Joe Mauer is back in MLB The Show 22, though. Can't wait to use him. Very few left-handed catchers that we have in the game, and he's going to be added to that. I'm about to throw that one in the C tier as well. I'm not too much of a fan of that one. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 09 with Ryan Howard. Okay, remember I was telling you guys how the Aaron Judge cover was kind of dark themed? Well, look at this freaking Ryan Howard. I think they did this one really good, because the red pops out a lot with the white in his jersey. Yes, the back is kind of dark, but overall I think it looks really good. I'm about to throw this one in the B tier for sure. Now we're moving on to the first Canadian cover, and it's of Marcus Strowman. This is very similar to the Aaron Judge one. Obviously it was for the same game, MLB The Show 18, but I don't know, something about that pose that Strowman is doing, it looks really cool to me. I think it's a really good cover. I think instead of the 18 being gold, they could have done blue, kind of like or red, how they did the Josh Donaldson one. I think that would have looked a little better, but we're gonna throw that one in the B tier as well. Now moving on to MLB The Show 15. You guys cannot tell me, I'm not being biased here, that cover with Puig on it looks really cool, in my opinion. I mean, I just think it looks dope when he's going like that. You see the back of his jersey with the number and the name. I just think that looks really cool, guys. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because it's a Dodger player, but we're gonna throw him in the A tier. That cover I think was really fire, with the background being like gray too. Looks really cool. Complements the jersey, you know. Now what is this? MLB The Show 11 with Joe Mauer. Okay, this one's a lot better. This one's a lot better than MLB The Show 10. There's a little bit of bluish in that background with a little gray and white with the Joe Mauer again in the, I think that's a grayish jersey. There's a lot of going on in the cover though, not gonna lie. It's okay. It's a little bit better than the show, what is it, the show 10. But I think I have to throw it in the C tier as well, guys. Like, I don't think it's that much better than MLB The Show 10, but it's a better decision, honestly. Better than the 10 one, if that makes sense. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 21, and this one's automatically at A tier because Tatsi's doing the bat flip. I think that was like probably one of the dopest covers I've ever seen. And not to mention he has that animation when he hits a no doubt home run, which is really cool. I like the blue in the background complements with the yellow on his sleeves with the white jersey. It just looks really cool. MLB The Show 21 for sure has to be an A tier for me. Now we have the Jackie Robinson edition, guys, for MLB The Show 21. I'm about to throw this up there in the A tier as well, because I think the colors in that complement each other really well. I just don't really like the MLB The Show 21 being like all black with like, you guys see the lettering. Maybe they could have chose a different coloring scheme for that, but I think it looks really cool. Jackie Robinson, a legend. Love that edition. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 19. Okay, this one I think it looks really good as well. We got Bryce Harper on it. We're gonna have to throw this one in the B tier though. It looks really cool though, I'm not gonna lie. Two colors in the background with Bryce in the red. Looks really good. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 20, the MVP edition with Javi Baez, where he's putting the black paint on, or what is this called again? I forget. Well, just the black paint under his eyes. Looks really cool. I think I'm about to throw this in the A tier because it looks really dope, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 17, and this is the Canadian edition. I believe his name was Aaron Sanchez, if I remember from what I just Googled. This one, honestly, kind of bland for me. I'm gonna have to throw it in the D tier. I don't know why. It's plain, but it's just nothing that cool. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 12. MLB The Show 12 with Jose Bautista on it. Blue with the red. Looks really cool. I'm gonna throw it in the C tier though. That's the Canadian edition as well. We have MLB The Show 13 with Andrew McCutchen. Now honestly, this one looks really cool to me. A lot of the colors don't really complement each other in my opinion, with the black and the yellow, with the red and the white. So it's kind of everywhere for me. I'm gonna have to throw that in the C tier. We're moving on to the MLB The Show 15 once again, but it's Russell Martin on the front. Okay guys, you guys cannot tell me that Russell Martin one does not look fire. I don't know, it's something about it. Looks really good. I'm gonna have to throw that in the A tier, guys. I mean, I threw Puig one there, and it was pretty much the same format, so I think it's only right to throw the same one in the same tier. Now we have MLB 07, MLB The Show 07 with David Wright on it. I think that one looks really cool. Is it worthy of an A tier though? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna throw it in the B tier. Now we're moving on to Griffey, MLB The Show 17. Bro, this edition, look at it. It's got the black with the gold, with the Griffey, with the swing, with the sick. It's just got so much into it, and it looks really good. I'm gonna have to throw this one as being the first S tier cover because everything just looks really good in that cover, and it complements it all around. Now we're moving on to the Miguel Cabrera MLB The Show 14. This one's okay. It could have been a little better. I don't know how, but it's okay. So I'm gonna throw it in the C tier. Now we're moving on to the first one ever, MLB The Show 06 with David Papi on there. This is a staple. I'm gonna have to throw it in the C tier though. I'm not a really big fan of it. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 13. This is the Canadian edition as well with Jose Bautista. That bright red looks really cool. I'll throw it in the B tier for that one. And then we have Jed Lowry for the MLB The Show 14, the Canadian cover. This one, again, nothing too crazy. Very similar to the Miguel. I'm going to throw it in the C tier. Now we're moving on to MLB The Show 09 with Dustin Pedroia on it. I don't know what's up with this gray background for me, guys, but I really like it a lot. And the color scheme in there looks really cool. I know Pedroia's wearing a gray jersey. We're going to throw that in the B tier. Now we're moving on to the final three, guys. We got the Javi Baez, which is MLB The Show 20. We got the MVP edition for MLB The Show 22, and then we have the normal edition for MLB The Show 22. So this Javi Baez edition, honestly, I really liked it. I really thought it was cool. The blue with the red outline, I think that deserves of an A tier, guys. I think it looks really cool. Now we're moving on to the final two, guys. MLB The Show 22, the freaking, what is it, the collector's edition. Of course it's gonna be S tier, bro. That's probably the best cover we've ever seen next to that Griffey, in my opinion. And MLB The Show 22, that red with the Shohei with the little finger point, I like it. So we're throwing it up in the A tier, guys. And that's pretty much it right there. That's the tier ranking of all MLB The Show covers, in my opinion. The only D tier is MLB The Show 17, the Canadian edition for me. And the two S tiers are MLB The Show 17 and MLB The Show 22. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think we should move some things up and then move other things to the bottom? Again, this is linked down in the description. If you guys want to do this yourself, go ahead and do it. If you guys do, tweet at me, tweet a picture, and we can talk about it, all right? I appreciate you guys watching today's video, man. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been your boy, Jesse D123, and I'm out.